As you guys can see from the title of this video, we are talking about should you listen to your non-commissioned officers, right? So NCOs. As an officer, as a cadet, when you're an officer candidate school, you're told you should listen to your NCOs, and that officers who don't listen to their NCOs, they don't get the respect from their team, their unit, their platoon, their company, whatever it is at that echelon. And it's 100% true. There's gonna be times where your NCOs, your squad leaders, they want you to do something, and you brief them a plan. Like, sir, I think you should do this, or ma'am, I think you should do this. And there's gonna be times where you have to say, all right, tell me why we should do that, and listen to them and actually listen to your subordinates, your leaders. And then there's gonna be times where you got to tell them, like, that's not gonna work, or I see what you're saying, but we're gonna roll with this one. If that plan doesn't work, then we're gonna go with your plan. But then also the key is actually listening to their plan sometimes, because if they know you listen to their plans, you listen to their guidance, sometimes they're not going to be like, wow, he never listens to what I have to say. I'm never going to give him any advice. I'm going to stop trying, right? Your NCOs know a lot, right? When it comes to vehicles, when it comes to taking care of soldiers, because they've been in longer, typically longer than you, unless you're prior service, and they know exactly how to take care of soldiers, right? So I had a squad leader, Sergeant Goodman, and he was the He was the master driver for the platoon. And we were about to go out to the field and everything. And if you don't know, if you were going to be driving a vehicle, you have to have a military license. And on that military license, it says the actual nomenclature or the vehicle title. So M1152, M1151, A1, right? And technically, if you get pulled over and you're driving an M1165, but on your license it says M1151, but they're both technically Humvees, but just the way they're set up in the platform, technically you could get in trouble for that, right? So my squad leader, Sergeant Promotable Goodman, he was like, sir, we got to get this on a license. And he's like, sir, for this draft, we got to make sure it's on a license. And my sergeant literally was like, don't worry, sir, I'll handle it. Got it taken care of, did check rides and everything, got it on our license, and we went to the field, and I was like, wow, NCO's in the background doing stuff. But if I was like, nah, we don't need that, Sergeant, it's the same vehicle. If I didn't listen to my NCO, I would have not had gained that experience, would have known, now I'm an XO, that, hey, this has to be on the license. You can't go anywhere until this is on your license. And, that's at the squad leader level, right? I'm going to tell one more story, keep this video short, but I remember I was running an M320 range with my platoon sergeant, Sergeant First Class Ventura, about to be a master sergeant. Shout out to him. Literally one of the, if not, what? I'm going to say it. Fuck it. Literally the best leader that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. But we were running this M320 and M249 range in South Korea. And this unit was doing best warrior competition there. And, I was told, hey, it's your range. You need to go talk to them. So when we're going up there, there's like 3-4 sergeant majors walking around. And I was like, hey, I got a second lieutenant bar. And, as an officer, you could tell yourself, well, I'll rank these sergeant majors, right? You know what? I'll tell them this is my range. It's reserved. I'm going to go tell them get off my range. Yeah, absolutely not. I looked at my platoon sergeant. I was like, Sergeant, what should we do? He was like, sir, I'm a sergeant first class. Hey, man, you're a second lieutenant. I got it, sir. But here's what could happen. And he walked me through. Hey, literally, for this organization, the sergeant major or the command sergeant major, his battle buddy is a 2-star. That's not going to look good on us. Yes, I could, lock up the sergeant major, which I will never do that. Like, I will have to, anyways, I was like, yeah, that's not a good idea at all, Sergeant, right? Yeah. He was like, yeah, sir, do not do that. He's like, this is what we should do. So I went up there and said, hey, my name's Second Lieutenant West. I'm the OIC for the range that's happening down there. This is my platoon sergeant, Sergeant First Class Ventura. And we talked to them like human beings and asked them, hey, so, what time you guys plan on being off the range? And he was like, this is the time. And we were like, all right, okay, cool. And, eventually, sometimes you do have to make sure you understand where you are in terms of your rank. Yes, a sergeant major has way more experience, tons of more experience in the military than me. And yes, as the rank structure goes, I outrank that sergeant major, but the sergeant major has way more pull and battle buddy a 2-star. I'm not going to disrespect sergeant major like that. I'm going to be professional at all times. So, listening to my platoon sergeant right there, yes, you should listen to your NCOs. But then it's a double-edged sword in a sense of you still got to do some thinking, because what if I had an NCO that was like, you know what, sir, you're in charge of this range. You're the OIC. Go kick him off the range. How would that have ended? Not good. But, as I've been in the Army now for 5 years, I've seen a lot of great NCOs. And I've seen NCOs that aren't great, that are good, that are mediocre, and NCOs that should not be NCOs, just like how some officers should not be officers, but that's a part of life. And it's recognizing, what right attributes should this person have? Should I listen to them? And that's a leader on any side, the enlisted side, any officer side. Really thinking about the situation, what could happen, and just taking a time to step back and to really think about what's going on here, right? I'm gonna tell one more story. I know I said I was done, but I think I might have told this story before. But anyways, Sergeant Abar, right? Promotable Sergeant Abar. He got out. My man's a civilian now. Congratulations to him too. We're doing big things out here. I remember one time for our JCRs, I got a call from the commander. He was like, hey, they keep getting damaged because of rain damage, and people are leaving the doors open and for the computers, and the hard drives are getting messed up. And I was just like, I was so mad one day when we were in the field. I was like, Sergeant, you know what? Everybody's going to line up, and we're going to open up the door and close it 5 times, and they're going to cycle through and do it again. Everyone in the platoon, 80-something soldiers. Yes, we had 80 soldiers in the platoon. And he's like, sir, I hear you. You know what? We can totally make that work. Sir, we're here to support you. We're here to support the platoon. But, sir, I'm going to let you know right now, you're going to lose the soldiers here. I was like, Sergeant, what you mean? He's like, sir, I ain't going to lie. That's some stupid-ass shit you about to make us do. And I was just like, you know what, Sergeant? You're right. He's like, sir, hey, I see what you're trying to get at, but right now, this is not the time, not the place. And, I actually really did listen to my NCO, and I was like, you know what? He's right. I'm just heated. I'm mad right now, which is why you got to have those NCOs, those leaders that can really reel you back in. And, you really got to be humble as a leader to listen to other leaders and to listen to your soldiers, your sailors, your airmen, everybody, the Marines, like your people. And I don't know, it really definitely humbled me, right? And then, I'm gonna give a couple more shout outs. Staff Sergeant, according to Staff Sergeant Rodriguez, August 1st. Hey, congrats, my man. One of my other squad leaders. He told me, sir, you can't give these soldiers slack. Like, you got to give me the opportunity to actually enforce, UCMJ, making sure that they, I'm upholding the discipline. He was that NCO, and it's recognizing the talents, the strengths, and the weaknesses of all your NCOs. I had a really well-rounded group, right? And he really instilled that in me. You can't let these soldiers just do anything, just like you can't let officers just do anything. You can't let anyone do anything. Got to make sure that they're doing the right things, and that they know that if they are in trouble, there's going to be some kind of punishment, which could be talking to them in LPD, PT, any type of, just make sure they understand. I've had a lot of great NCOs, help mold me and shape me. Sergeant Jenkins, my man, like, he literally was my workhorse as an NCO. Like, he would get things done. Even whenever it sucked, he'd be like, all right, sir, don't worry about it. I'll get it done. Like, ask me a question, and I'd be like, Sergeant, and he'd be like, sir, what? I got it. And he would get it done. And the soldiers really cared so much about him. Staff Sergeant Casey, my man is finally out of Korea, and I sent him to schools, and he was really just performing, He would give me advice when it came to us driving 3 hours to go on this convoy. I'd be like, Sergeant, don't worry, we're good. He's like, no, sir, we got to have convoy signs. This is how they should look. Remember that school you sent me to? And I was like, yeah, Sergeant. He's like, hey, I talked to Master Sergeant, I talked to Chief. This is what we got to do. And he got the thing done. So I'm telling you guys, as NCOs, non-commissioned officers, as officers, you should listen to them. They really got your back. I'm telling you right now. Like, I can't even, count how many times they have literally saved me. And for all the other NCOs that I did not name in this video, hey, just wait, part 2. Your chance is coming. Your time is coming too, when I'm going to tell our stories. But I really do appreciate every NCO, the good, the bad, the fucking studs, everyone in my formations, because you guys have really molded me into the leader that I am today. So if there is one thing I could tell all the brand new officers, soldiers, newly striped NCOs, realize you guys are a team and that you need to make sure you don't play the mommy and daddy game with your platoon sergeant and your platoon leader. Think, and you can really help protect your soldiers and your platoon leader and your platoon sergeant. Do your job and you got this. Should you listen to your NCOs? Question mark. You should listen to your NCOs. But you should also know your craft and be learning that every single day. With that being said, I hope everyone has a blessed day. No matter where you are in this world, I'm telling you guys, like, you got to smile. There's gonna be days where, you don't even want to go to work no more. Or you're at work and you get punched in the face, like caught off guard. I'm telling you. But you know what? You got to call your mentor. You got to talk to your battle buddy. You just got to smile because, the soldiers are looking. They're looking every single day. And, why not just smile? It can really brighten up the room. Hey, if you guys got any questions or concerns, just hit me up in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Just hit me up. All right. With that being said,